JJ, the CPA is here.
JJ, the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. So Amanda and I were out and we were at a very well-established, full shopping center that this morning we found not that way, which is something that's recent. So this video, I'm kind of walking through maybe a bigger picture for you to look at when you're kind of predicting what's to come. And for you as a small business owner, your location and what's going on around it and how it can have an effect directly on you. Even if your business is thriving, you're not worried about your cash flow in the sense that either you went through the recent times and have landed on your feet, or you are in a situation where you adapted and you feel like you're gonna continue to be okay. As a small business owner, one of the things you want to look at is what's going on around you. So I'm going to walk you through maybe some angles that you hadn't thought of when you're looking at commercial real estate, as in mom and pop, the commercial real estate that each and every one of us is interacting with probably every single day. So I'm going to walk you through the experience that I had earlier this morning and some of my thoughts. So Amanda and I just came for donuts, and I'm going to try not to show you what business it is. But anyways, this business is empty now. It's closed. We're in a very thriving corner area in our area, and that was a workout place. This is a assisted living kind of memory care, empty. And here's an eye care. I guess you can't really see because it's mirrored, but maybe you can see if I put it like this. Okay, out of business. Well, at least at this location. I don't know if they're like out of business forever. And then here's another business that's out of business.
We're over there.
And we got, okay, yeah. So there's another location over there because it's got, yeah, a business that's been open now that has a for lease sign. So we're just kidding ourselves. You're just kidding yourself as a small business owner, and I don't mean like that you're gonna go out of business, but you're kidding yourself if you're not making changes, planning to not go out of business. So how do you do that? Well, if you're looking at closure and you've gotten your PPP, we don't know if there's any more PPP coming. If you got your EIDL, here's the deal at the end of the day. Okay, you need to start considering what is going to be your available funds in 3 weeks, 6 weeks, so that you're in a set of circumstances that you don't go personally bankrupt. So you need to be careful with what you're spending your money on. So let's look at this popular corner with very used to be full shopping center. So I'm gonna come over here. So we got an urgent care center. We've got a pharmacy, got a video store. We've got personal training, eye care, a very popular restaurant. We've got a salon and a spa, nails, nutrition, donuts, a game shop, tanning, liquor store, wine bar, and another restaurant, and the sign's down on that one. We've got brand new Wendy's right across the street, and we've got another restaurant over there, and we've got a brand new like, sounds funny, but the most popular gas station that has like a grill in it and it's brand new, and they usually pick corners that are like, you wouldn't believe how awesome they are at picking like the ultimate location. The point is that this is a high-end corner with lots of businesses here that are thriving. Across the street we have a video store. Might be reasons for that to be struggle, given that it's just a video store plus a pizza spot. And there's a dental spot over there, dental, supercuts, another nail salon. So this is a fairly new and recently leased out, I'd say in the last, let's say 3 years, shopping center. And the reason I say that is that this is not old and outdated. I mean, this is the first run of all of these businesses. I'm trying to get somewhere where I can count how many there are. And that also means that people, most of them would have had fresh leases. Typically businesses have, 5-year leases, especially going into a new location. So you can see, I mean, this, look at, new parking lot and, very nice signage, nice bricks. Okay. So how many? All right, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in this. And there is 1, 2, I guess that one's part of that. 1, 2, 3, let's see, 4, 5, 6 that are closed. All right, so 6 divided by 15 is 40% have closed down in this shopping center. And you think, well, so what? Because I've got the urgent care center in here, I've got the restaurant, or everybody has to tan, or everybody wants to get nails, or, the donuts. But probably true. You're seeing the, the wine bar, I guess it was a wine shop next to it, and memory care services, personal training, game store, kind of like selling games and whatnot. And then it looks like they sold glasses and did, eye care. So the thing to note though is that, maybe these were the businesses that not everybody, maybe not essential. But what's going to happen to these businesses that are next to these locations? So here's a restaurant, and then right in here is 3 locations. Right behind that tree, there's 2 signs, but there's places are for lease. And then you have tanning, and then the liquor store that's right there. Okay, nails and salon. So, and then behind me is this urgent care center, and there's that gas station I was telling you about, the brand new Wendy's. So what's going to happen to these other businesses? I'm not, they're going to shut down now. I'm not a doom and gloom guy. I'm optimistic. I'm an encourager. But these other businesses now have to increase, maybe step it up to get foot traffic to their location. You have this restaurant, bar and grill here. It's very popular, has a lot of locations. But then you have 3 empty spots. You have the liquor store, and then you've got tanning and a spa and nail salon, donuts, and then pretty much everything's empty over there, and another restaurant over there. So maybe the restaurants are going to be okay, but the foot traffic now to the tanning and the spa and the nails, maybe they feed off of each other, but you have a liquor store here that's kind of tucked behind, so there's just less foot traffic. What's going to happen to the landlord? Now, obviously someone's going to own this, somebody's going to rent it out, but now this landlord or the person that owns this property, right? They have 40% less rent coming in. And typically the restaurants that, basically are the anchors here, typically they have a better lease rate, meaning the people that would develop this and then lease it out, they find staple, well-known restaurants, at least locally, that are kind of the ones that'll bring the foot traffic into the rest. And so then those that are renting in between these two anchors, typically are going to pay a little bit more per square foot. And what they're selling to those tenants that are in between is, well, look, you have these restaurants that are bringing all this foot traffic. So it's just the same as in the malls. The big department stores sometimes don't pay any rent, or very, very little compared to everybody else. So now you have a landlord, and the money that they're bringing in on these two anchors, you think, oh, well, you got the big locations, a lot of square footage being used. Yeah, but if they're getting less per square foot on these two locations, and now they have the prime or more expensive locations, if you will, not paying rent, 40% less in rent, technically could be 50% less in rent if the two major tenants in here are paying less. So just the numbers wise, there's going to be clearly a lot less money coming in. And most real estate, commercial real estate, if there's loans involved still, which this is fairly new, so it's probably loans involved and probably low rates. But, this is a major undertaking, and when you're cash flowing it, if you're able to show a 10% profit on commercial real estate, and I'm talking cash profit, not tax, but cash as in what am I collecting, what's going out, including the payment, principal, and interest. If you're netting 10%, that's pretty good. Even if you're netting 15%, even if you're like, well, no, in our area of the world, JJ, we're netting 20%. Okay, you have 40% less revenue coming in. Even if you had a 30% margin on your commercial real estate, you're going to lose 10%. Makes sense? If you have $100 coming in, and of that, after all your expenses, you're netting $30. I don't see it, but let's just say you're netting $30. Now, all of a sudden, you're not bringing in $100, you're bringing in $60. You're losing $10, right? You're losing $10. So again, why does that matter to these restaurants? Well, less traffic means less money coming into them, right? Who wants to go to an abandoned shopping center? Who's now going to come in and you have 6 locations empty? How quickly are they going to get refilled? It's kind of like a graveyard. If you're a business person and you think, oh, I'm going to get some cheap rent because I'm going into this location or trying to refill the spots, well, you're running a risk as a business going into a spot with 6 empty spots, because what business is next for not continuing at that location? So the one thing to think through is, where are you at? You might be in that thriving business. You might be in the urgent care center. You might be where, you feel like your business is going to thrive in this. And maybe it is, and I hope that it is. Maybe you have a strong clientele and you're not really worried about, your foot traffic. You're not worried about your revenue. But the point of this video is to talk about peripheral vision of what's going on around you and what's going on around your business, in your community, because things start to roll downhill. Things have a snowball effect. So how is that going to affect your business? I can't necessarily predict for your specific business, but that's where you want to put on the thinking cap. You want to open your eyes. You don't want to put your head in the sand and only look at what's going on in your business. Look at what's going on around it. So who are some of your customers? Where are those customers coming from? Where do those customers work? Will those customers be relocating? If you provide services to businesses, will those businesses have as many locations? All I'm saying is take a look at it. Just be, factual about it. Be aware of it. And if you are aware of it and you've taken a look around, well, then reassess every little while, once a month. Because I think what we like to do as small business owners is, we cuddle up, right? We've got our little spot, our niche, we've got our own set of books, we've got our bank account, and we focus in on that. And some of you don't focus even enough on that, but you find your comfort zone, you find your way, and maybe you found some ways to do things differently because of everything that's going on. But I mean, look at here. So here's another shopping center, and 1, 2, 3, 4 closed. There's a liquor store that had been with that 7-Eleven forever. Like forever. I've lived in this area 20 years. It's been there the whole time. Now it's empty. There's no coincidences. So businesses are just quietly going out of business. How does it affect you? So really the key there is just awareness, I think, is what that comes down to. And, what I was looking at was, about a mile radius, and even looking at it from the perspective of my business, because the shopping center that I was showing you all is about a mile, as the crow flies, from that shopping center. And so just being aware of what's going on allows you to make maybe better decisions, more informed decisions for you and for your business, and allows you to course correct some things, or be aware of some things, or see some signals that are coming. Because the best way for any of us to get through what we have gotten through and get through what's to come, which we know that it's still going to be uncertain times, is more information, more awareness, more thinking through. And this is kind of part of working on your business. We all work in our business, but this is part of working on your business, that 360 degree. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. All right, hey, have a great one.